The Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, Dean Macpherson, says uMngeni-Uthukela's Lower uMkhomazi bulk water supply scheme is halfway to completion and on time. The scheme will provide water to over 50,000 residents of eThekwini Metro and Ugu district municipality. SABC News reporter Mlondi Radebe filed this report.
Thank you very much. We are here in the KwaZulu-Natal South Coast, where the Minister of Public Works is visiting the province to try and see the developments that are happening in this province, especially when it comes to this project that is here on the South Coast. Minister, thank you very much for your time. Briefly about this project, how far is the project?
The project is around halfway through in this process of creating the weirs and being able to capture the water and pump it up. After that, then there will be a wastewater plant that will also be built, which will then be able to send around 40% of all the water that is being pumped here to the eThekwini municipality. The good news is that we are on time and on budget, and that's very important to myself and the department. Of course, our role is through Infrastructure South Africa. We've been providing technical advice, we've been unblocking issues that have slowed the project down, we've ensured that the correct certificates are obtained so that we can ensure that this project is completed on time. We've also heard that there's some further assistance that we can provide, so we're going to do that. And that all relates back to the President's call to turn South Africa into a construction site, which we fully endorse and fully support. And my visit here today is to start to get an understanding of how things are going and how we can create a larger pipeline of infrastructure projects across the country.
Minister, there's also another challenge of criminality that is always crippling in this kind of projects. 3 people have been killed around this project, and also there's that issue of construction mafias. How is the department going to deal with that?
Well, it's completely unacceptable that any person would lose their life because of a state-led infrastructure project, and we must condemn that in the strongest possible form, and we are going to fight back. We are not going to allow mafia to hold back our projects. They are going to be delivered on time and on budget. And clearly we have to work together through government, through the various spheres of government, with local communities. But we cannot see the set-asides being used to support criminal elements. They must be used to support community development, skills development, and entrepreneurial development. That's not what's happening at the moment. So we need to have a discussion nationally about it. We'll be convening a summit later on in September and bringing all the role players together so that we sing with one voice that the construction mafia and stoppages and violence have no place on any site across this country.
So in short, you are very happy with this project that is happening here on the South Coast?
Absolutely. I think that this is the model that we should be looking to roll out across the country. You have competent developers, you have an entity like Infrastructure South Africa that is providing technical advice. That is just the way it should be working. But we want to see more of this. So I'm very focused on making Infrastructure South Africa a single point of entry for infrastructure design, development and rolling out across the country so that we can get more of these projects out and into our communities than we currently have.
Thank you very much, Minister, for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
There was the Minister of Public Works, Dean Macpherson, briefing us in relation to this project here in uMkhomazi, that the project is almost halfway through and the residents of eThekwini and Ugu are going to be benefiting from this project. Back to you in studio.